we've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Okay, careful with the overtakes. That was a bit risky. We could have received a penalty.
Another pit stop here at Suzuka. This time it's Aiden Jackson coming in. He's been making steady progress today, and Connor Sport need him to. They desperately need some results, and they could do without this. And look, there's chaos in that garage.
Absolutely, only 3 wheels on the car at the moment, Crofty. Aiden Jackson looks on in despair. Here comes that spare wheel now.
That's a long, long time to wait, just sat in the cockpit. What is going on down at Connor Sport?
Well, the tyre is finally out of the garage and on the car, and Aiden Jackson's back out in the race, but it's a long time in the pit, and that will cost them dearly.
How many places did I lose? Okay, try not to worry about that, Aiden. Just focus on the race, get your head down, and let's put it back. I'm sick of this! Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Gap to your teammate ahead is 9.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're sitting in 7th. Your last lap time was 2 minutes 25.9. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.6 seconds. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Gap to your teammate behind is 4.8 seconds. 5 laps of fuel remaining. No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, gap to the car behind. 12.6 seconds. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. We did it! We did it!
Well, it's still too close to call at the top of the table. Meanwhile, at the other end, Ant, you can really understand Aiden Jackson's frustrations today.
Yeah, they've had car problems all season long.
Welcome then to the podium.
Well, Aiden, I'm sure you already know what I'm going to ask. That pit stop.
Yeah, well, we all know that every race has a hiccup, so you could just never tell when it's going to happen. You just got to be ready and roll with the punches. I guess on the plus side, a mess up like that means that this mistake will never happen again.
Well, there is a lot of talk on...
It's a good question. Davidoff Butler may be funding the team, but he's a good man. He works hard to make sure that everyone's equal, so no, I don't think so.
Well, Aiden, the list seems to get longer. Car reliability...
Yeah, I've been thinking about next season, but who knows what the future will bring. At the moment, it's all about Connor Sport and bringing in as many points as I can.